Alright, what is going on UTM26s? How are y'all doing today? And welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about a topic that I'm pretty sure is not going, or I'm not going to have the most popular opinion on this topic. But I just sort of want to give you my opinions based off my interpretations of a couple things. I'm not really speaking out of pure fact, but I'm speaking to my interpretations of things that I know. So keep that in mind when you're listening. I'm not claiming that I know exactly what's going on. Nor, that was a terrible 1v1, nor do I know exactly what's going to happen, but I'm going to try and just sort of give my opinion. That's basically it. But basically today I want to talk about why the fact that Kraken Paradise and FT Win couldn't go to the Japanese land, therefore allowing, or couldn't go to Platinum Cup, I don't know why I called it Japanese land, couldn't go to Platinum Cup, is going to be a good thing for the Splatoon competitive community in the long run. Now, to sort of preface this also, I'm not, I don't have, the greatest understanding of business, but I do, I know some things, and so I'm going to, once again, apply my understanding of these things to interpret this situation. So, when Ghost and StDx invest in Splatoon, they get these teams, and when I say Ghost and StDx, I say them because they're really the only two organizations that have properly invested in the Splatoon scene. We've seen other organizations, although they're not on the caliber that StDx and Ghost are, tried to come in the Splatoon scene, but they just haven't done it in a way that I've found to be effective for, nor beneficial for either the scene nor the organizations themselves. But moving on from that, so when Ghost Gaming and Set to Destroy X invest in Splatoon, they're making an investment. Like, they're putting their money, because they're putting their money into the Splatoon scene because they think it can, one, help them as a business grow and become more financially profitable, and two, because they think it can help Splatoon grow, which again in turn makes them more money, but that's besides the point. But again, when they do that, they're not just throwing their money blindly into Splatoon because they're like, hey, look at this cute little squid game, let's just throw some money at it. They think that Splatoon has the potential to be a big esport, and they want to get in on that early, while the barrier to entry is still quite low, and therefore, it just makes it's going to be better for their business. But with that being said, they're still making an investment, right? And thus, if other organizations want to come into the Splatoon scene, they want to see that StDx and Ghost's investment have been worth it. And what I mean by that is, let's say we're going to speak really big picture here, and so don't think that where I'm going is my big picture is thinking tomorrow. We could be thinking years down the road. But let's say that, let's just pick an organization. Let's say TSM. Let's say TSM wants a Splatoon team. The first thing they're going to do is, alright, let's look at if this is a good idea. They're not going to be like, alright, who's the best team we can get? No, they're going to say, is this a good idea to begin with? And then they'll pick the team that's best for them. But for them to think it's a good idea, they need to see that it has been a worthwhile investment for these other organizations who have sort of beta tested it for them. Therefore, when they see that StDx and Ghost Gaming are having their team sent to Japan and they're getting to have their logo and their brand promoted on the other side of the earth, that's a really good thing for these brands, because they're like, hey, look at that. That could be us. Whereas if FT Win and Kraken Paradise go, they're going to be like, oh, look, those are really good teams, and if we wanted to get one, they're going to be like, we should get that, but they're not going to say, oh, look, that's a team, or this is an esport that is really good for us to gain promotion and to gain brand recognition in. And so if there was an organization that again, this is why I'm saying this is not great for FT Win and for Kraken Paradise specifically, because they lost out on a chance for them to be sort of seen as, and they very much, well, still should be, but it doesn't mean that they will be seen as the best two Western teams to next be sponsored. But so basically what I'm trying to say is the more that the company, or the more that the brands that have already invested into Splatoon, the more that those brands get promoted and get seen on by, the more eyes that that brand gets seen by due to Splatoon, it only helps the Splatoon scene in the future, because it shows that we're legitimate, and you know, we can be a place that can make people money. Both from a player perspective and from an organizational perspective. And so while it may not, you know, be the greatest thing, and while it may be sort of annoying that it looks like it's top player, top player privilege, of course the two sponsor teams get to go to Japan, and it's what this company wanted to happen all the time, this thing, it was all rigged for them to win, and all the other conspiracies, stupid whatever that's been going around, even though it really was just the fact that, look, you, whatever. I'm not going to get into all that because it's just a bunch of ridiculousness that isn't really important to the story, or to my opinion. And so I understand how it can look like that, and how we pretty easily just get riled up, and sort of just look at this whole thing as a net negative. This really may actually have ended up being the best possible thing to happen. And with that still being said, it still sucks for Kraken Paradise and for FT Win, and I really wish they'd gotten to go because it would have been cool. But it wasn't to be, and we're going to move on from that. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. We are going to finish out this game, but let me know what you're thinking. Do you agree with me? Do you think I'm right? If you think I'm wrong, or if you just have more information than I do, in terms of how these things usually work, I'd love to know. Because again, I'm not claiming that I'm right. I could be totally wrong. Maybe if FT Win and Kraken Paradise were to go, we were gonna see FaZe and Cloud9 and Optic. They were all going to invest tomorrow. Maybe that's what would have happened. Again, I don't think that was going to happen anytime soon. But maybe it could have. And so again, if you have a different opinion from me, let me know. Love to hear it. Hey, we get the win. That has potential to put us over 2,500. But thank you guys for watching. We're gonna see. We played all right. We had some nice directs. It was a fun time. I enjoyed it. Kiver, if that was really you, thanks for the carry. Yeah, we did some nice carrying. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Obviously, if you did enjoy, please hit that. Please earthquake that like button. Don't just hit it. We hit 2,500. Earthquake it. Break everything. Break YouTube for me, please. Check out my other social medias. I'll be going on live on Twitch later tonight. I just updated all my panels. They look nice. I still got a few more things I need to do with the stream that I'm going to actually do right now once I get this video up. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!